In such a world, we stand the peril to lose our sense of proportion.
Hello, sir. I'm sincerely thankful for giving me your precious time. And it's been honored for me to get those kind of reviews where people are now asking, what is daily wisdom for today? Please, sir, share your views.
Thank you, Latif. That is very good to hear. Today, what we are going to do is we are going to talk about the baggage that we discussed yesterday. And there'll be three important terms that we will introduce. And I will give you the background of these terms, how these terms came to be a part of our talk. But before that, good day to everyone. I hope everyone is keeping safe and well. We are nearing the end of the month of April, and COVID-19 still continues to disrupt our lives. All activities are more or less suspended across the globe, but there appears to be light at the end of the tunnel, inshallah. So today what we will do is, first of all, we will take this opportunity to extend our gratitude and thanks to all the healthcare workers, all those organizations, whether they are governmental or non-governmental, all those governments and the leaders across the globe who are making tireless and selfless efforts to contain this pandemic and minimize its impact. The healthcare workers are to be saluted for taking care of the affected people, of taking care of those who are in quarantine, and for the preventive and corrective work that they continue to do to contain this outbreak. Hats off to them. Today what we will do is we will discuss about the baggage by introducing three words. These are three key human values, and these words, though they represent human values, they also are susceptible to degenerate into a travesty of their true meanings and impact if not carefully and diligently maintained. Recently, I was reading a literary piece by Professor Raza Shah Kazmi. He is an eminent contemporary scholar of comparative mysticism and Islamic studies, etc. This literary piece was uploaded on one of the academic websites. And in this essay, he has quoted an extract from a commencement address that was given by His Highness the Aga Khan IV, who is a contemporary Muslim leader and the Imam of the Shia Ismaili Muslims. This address was given at the School of International and Public Affairs, Columbia University in 2006. The quoted extract that Raza Shah Kazmi has in his essay, this extract cautions that there exists in our times, today's times, the propensity and the inclination of erosion of genuine human values if care is not taken. Professor Kazmi has tried to analyze this tendency in his essay, which we are referring to. The three words that he quotes and talks about are rampant materialism, self-indulgent individualism, and unprincipled relativism. He says these words are, and I quote, caricatures of authentic values. Now we will try to understand these three words separately as analyzed by him in our talk today, tomorrow, and the day after. So what is materialism? Materialism is a human need. It is a necessity of our existence. We need material things to live our material lives. And therefore, pursuing material benefits and comforts is not only okay, it is not only legitimate, but it is necessary as well, as it represents a genuine need. And it is a value that we ought to pursue. But conversely, this necessity has the potential to become rampant, and that is the word that has been quoted, rampant materialism. Now, this has a tendency to become rampant when it is pursued with no limits. That is what the word rampant means. Anything good that goes out of control, if it is pursued without any control or any limit. And that is what rampant materialism means here. It means something good going out of control. And when this happens, it negates all our other values. It negates our calling as human beings, and it exploits our intellectual capacities and ethics for its own purpose. It instills in us a sense of loss of proportion. Now, these are all harsh words. They may appear to be harsh, but this is an interpretation of genuine human values that have the tendency to go haywire. But in today's world of excessive abundance, excessive material abundance, as it is quoted, we are living in a world of voluminous material activity. We are living in a world of increasing material plenty. In such a world, we stand the peril to lose our sense of proportion if we are not careful and if we are not vigilant. Now, this is how I would interpret the meaning of this term. And when this happens, the accumulation of baggage that we spoke about yesterday increases. And we need to avoid this and guard ourselves against it. As discussed in our first talk, the Eagle poem, if you remember, we need to harness the self that is within us. We need to harness it and to control it so that our material instincts and tendencies remain in check and control. This is how I would understand this word and this value, and we'll talk about the other two in our next talks. I would just like to add on to that, whatever we are discussing are interpretations that we have come to after reading and after learning in the course of our studies, in the course of our lives. So I'm sure that everyone will recognize this very well. And moreover, when we spoke about the mystic poem, where the Darwish asks Bayezid Bostami to circumambulate him instead of the Kaaba, what the Darwish was saying was just an interpretation. And what Maulana Rumi was saying was an interpretation. The Kaaba has been and will always remain the house of God, as it is believed in the faith of Islam. We always have to remember that. And through these talks, inshallah, we will try to learn not about important notions that are present in our lives, but we will also talk about certain relevant topics that touch upon different faiths and different communities. But it will always be an interpretation. I hope it makes this very clear. And for today, I would like to end here. I hope you have enjoyed this discussion. Thank you all. Goodbye and God bless.